the network didn't even want Spock on the show. The network said, we are very dependent on the numbers in the Bible Belt, and they will not accept in their homes a character who looks devilish with these pointed ears. So get rid of the pointed ears or get rid of the character. This was the network attitude. I was in jeopardy. My character was in jeopardy at the very beginning. And then, after the show had been on the air a few weeks, and I started getting so much mail for Spock, then the dictum came down from NBC. Oh, give us more of that guy. They love that guy. Yeah. It was my first steady job in 15 years in this town. I came to town in 1950, and I hadn't had a job that lasted longer than 2 weeks in 15 years, an acting job. I had a lot of other jobs, working in pet shops and stuff like that. You know? But for 15 years, the longest job I ever had was 2 weeks. And when I arrived on the Star Trek set and had a dressing room with my name on it as something other than chalk, I thought I had really, wow, found a home. And then never had to worry about work after that. Never had to worry about work since. Never. Never worried about if I was going to work or could make a living.
And in that 11 years in between, when there were the conventions,
Yeah.
how did that dawn on you that this had become a phenomenon that was going to continue?
My first memory was an invitation to a convention in New York. And I wrote back and I said, I might be in New York at the time, and if I am, I'll drop in. It was one of those things that, how charming a bunch of Star Trek fans are going to get together and talk to each other about Star Trek and hold us in tapes or something. And so on the day, I called them and I said, where are you? Where should I come to? And they said, well, meet us by the freight reception or something, or then we'll bring you in. Well, why can't we walk in the front door? There were 3,000 people waiting, screaming, yelling. You could hardly say a word. They wouldn't stop screaming. It was, and then a few weeks later, we were in Chicago. There was a convention that was scheduled to be 3 days. The hotel said they could accommodate 10,000 people a day, so they sold 30,000 tickets for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on Saturday, 20,000 people showed up, and they had to shut down. The fire department came. It became a news story. The news people were carrying the story about what was happening with Star Trek. That's when I began to realize that we were into something totally unpredictable and unexpected.
At that convention, how many people were walking around with ears?
Well, see, now you're in a lot of trouble now.
Okay.